Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Tamika, and I create videos really focused on midlife fashion, beauty, and intentional living, and all the things that help us age with confidence and hopefully with some style. And today, I want to share my three favorite summer fragrances plus a bonus that at the last minute I grabbed that I think will surprise you. And if you're looking for fragrances that smell fresh, feminine, and that famous word, effortless, for warm weather, I think you're going to love these picks. I really do tend to gravitate to fragrances that feel light, easy to wear, and never overwhelms, especially during the hot weather months. So these are the fragrances I've been reaching for over and over again since the temperature hit like 70, 75. So let's get started. And I also always want to add a caveat about fragrances and my thoughts. I am not a fragrance expert in any way. I think like with most people, we just really like what we like. I really didn't get into fragrances and really taking kind of notes and things really seriously until my husband introduced me to fragrances. He was the first person ever to purchase me a gift of fragrance. And since then, he's purchased me many fragrances since. And as we were dating, I got to really understand his love for fragrances. And that has really rubbed off on me. I think when I first started this channel, I wanted to find like that signature fragrance. Like when I walk into a room, people knew that I was there and this was like Tamika's thing. But then as I've started to go on this journey of self-discovery, I discovered that the way that I pick fragrances is more of like how I feel that day. But it's gotten me down to a really small amount of fragrances. I do not have a lot. I probably at this point, because as I've been using them and finishing them, I have not been repurchasing. I probably have, and I'll show a picture here, I probably have no more than 10, less than 15 fragrances. And I would actually say that's probably too many for me. But when it comes to summer, I do change up the fragrances that I wear in the fall, winter to what I wear in the spring, summer. So what I like to do is I like to kind of switch out like what fragrances are on the front of my fragrance tray, my beautiful fragrance tray that was given to me by my grandmother. So let's get started. Let's dive in. So I want to add that these are not in any particular order. I'm just grabbing. So there's no number 1, 2, or 3, but this would be like the first one, the second one, and the third one. But they're in no particular order. And this is a fragrance that I've talked about a lot on this channel. And I feel just generally does not get the respect that it deserves. And that is the fragrance that I got from Tommy Bahama called St. Kitts. It's in this beautiful bottle. And just to tell the story really quickly is that I was in the mall. I do not shop in Tommy Bahama, but when I walked by, it just smelled so good that I went inside, and that's when I discovered this fragrance. And how I would describe this fragrance is that this would be one of the ones that I would say is juicy. It's very fruity and tropical. And when I want to evoke sitting on a beach, being in a tropical area, I wear this. This is probably the one that is the strongest. It stays on the longest. It's probably the more powerful. I typically won't wear this to work, but I will wear this for evenings out or on the weekends. I think that it's probably a little bit strong for me for a work fragrance, but I love the juiciness of it. It's kind of like this plum colored bottle, very, very juicy. And the notes here are starfruit, mango, and pear are the top notes. So I think that's where that fruitiness comes from. The heart is frangipani is how it's said there. Frangipani. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And freesia, which is that flowery component to this. And then the base notes are driftwood, musk, and vanilla. And I made myself little sprays. These are the tags from some of my clothes. Didn't want them to go to waste because I wanted to give them, oh, I love the way that this smells. And maybe because this is a fragrance from a clothing brand, it doesn't get the respect or people don't talk about it. But if you love a fruity floral fragrance, if that's your cup of tea, Tommy Bahama St. Kitts, I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. And like I said, it's not something that I would wear to work because it does have the projection. I think that's what they say is pretty strong. But I will grab this for vacations. We're going away to celebrate our anniversary. This would be the fragrance that I would bring because I could wear it during the day, very casually by the pool. I think that it will also work at night as well. I love it. Love this. Tommy Bahama St. Kitts. The second one that I'm going to mention, it actually breaks my heart because I don't think that they are making it anymore. And that is Violette by Fragonard. And Fragonard is a fragrance that I discovered when I went to France almost 20 years ago. I had my first vacation in France, and part of the vacation was an excursion to a fragrance company, and it was Fragonard, and we got to make our own fragrance and we got to try our own fragrance. So I've been wearing this probably for almost 20 years. I guess I have to discontinue something at some point. So this is probably my third or so bottle, and I'm really happy that I got the larger one. And what I love about this is I would say that this is so soft and feminine. And if you love a violet fragrance, because I don't see a lot of violet fragrances. I can only go by what I hear and see on YouTube or TikTok, but I don't really see people talking about violet fragrances that often. I just knew what I liked, and this was just so soft and pretty. And it always smells to me like a beautiful bouquet of violet flowers. Oh, it smells so good. I got another tag. I just wanted to spray it. Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm holding a bouquet of flowers and I'm just like walking out in a field, or I'm like collecting flowers for a bouquet is probably the best way to say it. Yes, the violet tones in here are so good. It's so soft. I would just describe it also as just so pretty of a fragrance. I really love it. This is a fragrance that I do wear to work. I feel like the projection and that it's soft enough to wear in the workplace, after work, on the weekends, vacation. Definitely something you could also wear in hot weather. It's definitely very, very hot weather friendly because it's so soft and gentle and beautiful. And the notes of this fragrance are blackberry, orange, mandarin orange, and the hearts are violet, rose, and jasmine. And the base is rosemary, musk, and amber. And I would say that to me, what lingers is that are the heart notes. The violet, the rose, and the jasmine to me are what I smell the most. I really don't smell those base notes that often. To me, the musk and the amber don't really shine or come to light in this fragrance for me, even when it's on my body. I definitely think that the florals are kind of the real banger in this fragrance. So sorry to mention it, and they no longer make it, but I would check out their website because they have an array of other floral fragrances. They have a mix of everything, but their focus really are on the florals. And I remember going to their factory location and just seeing all of the beautiful flowers. It was a great experience. And even if you're going to France and you want something to do, I would suggest taking a tour of a fragrance factory and seeing how the fragrances are made. It was a wonderful experience. And 20 years later, I'm still using it, have it, and love it. But I will say to Fragonard, if you're listening, please bring this back because I like the lotions and the body wash, and that's no longer available, right? And the third fragrance is the newest in my collection, and it's probably like a year to maybe to the day that I purchased it. And that was a fragrance that I wore on my wedding day. As you can see, there's a dent in it. I mainly wear this in the summer, so that's why it's not totally done. But it is called Siesta Keys by Malul. The reason why I chose this fragrance for my wedding day is that when we went to the fragrance shop, just out of the blue, my husband and I said, let's go buy fragrances for our wedding day. So we both had a signature fragrance for our wedding day. And when we were in the fragrance store and I tried this, it immediately brought me to the beach. And I think you'll hear me describe that a lot, is that on the most special day of my life, I wanted to evoke a smell of something else that I loved, and that is the beach. I love the beach. I love the ocean. It is definitely my happy place. So I wanted a fragrance that to me smelled like me sitting on a beach, but not aquatic. This is not aquatic at all. It does not smell like the ocean. It's not one of those fragrances. So it's not an ocean smell. And it's not a sunscreen smell, but it is, I think I keep using the word tropical. It's a tropical beach smell. That's the way that I would describe it. So to me, this is kind of like St. Kitts in a way, but not, I think this is definitely more gentle and more sensual in a way. So it's a tropical fruity notes, and also juicy. But to me, this one's musk probably is a little bit stronger than the other ones. I could smell kind of the musk of this fragrance. And I believe, so how do I describe this? Because it's fruity, musky, but there must be a cedar or woodsy smell or woodsiness of this as well. And I think to me, it's just really mature, it's elevated, it's sophisticated, but it's also the musk and the cedar, I think to me, gives it that sexiness. And that's kind of how I wanted to feel on my wedding day. I wanted to feel sexy. I wanted to feel fresh and clean. And I think that it really evoked that smell to me. Yeah, I would say out of the three or the two that I've shared, this is the most complex to me, and I love it. And again, this isn't a fragrance that I ever hear anybody talking about. So the notes here, just to kind of share, the top notes here are guava, mandarin orange, and dragon fruit. And the heart is mango blossom, peony, and jasmine. And the base is that musk, cedar, and amber. And I would say this, out of all of them, the base to me reigns most true on my skin and that I can smell, and that I really think is a great combination with those fruity fragrances, those juicy fragrances of the guava, the mango, the orange. Love it. Such a great decision. So happy that I discovered it. And I thought, honestly, which is probably a wrong way to think about it, I thought it would be something that I would wear just on my wedding day. I know. And maybe like take out during our anniversary. But I've continued to use it regularly during the spring and summer since then. So really, really love it. I just want to add, I really believe that it's perfect for work. I think it's perfect for nights out. If you have a summer wedding, and maybe it's not your wedding, but you're attending a summer wedding, lunches, I believe that this is a perfect fragrance for all of those occasions. Yeah, love it. Love it. My favorite. And at the last minute, I grabbed one more fragrance that I want to share with you as well, that I've been wearing a lot since the weather has gotten a lot warmer. And that is Phlur by Missing Person. And the reason why I grabbed this is that the three that I shared are very similar. They're fruity and they're florals. and they're typically what people would say to pick and choose for the summer months. But what I really like about Missing Person is that I do think that this is an all year fragrance, but I do tend to wear it more in the summer months. It's not tropical, floral, like any of the other ones before. Those, I would say those three definitely lend on more of the tropical side. To me, what I like about this as a summer fragrance and why I think it is probably the most popular, it's definitely considered a clean skin smell. It's fresh, like fresh laundry. I don't want to call it linen because it's not a linen smell, but it's a fresh laundry, fresh skin. I just took a shower and I feel clean and like I don't know. It always makes me feel like I just stepped out of the shower. And some days on those hot summer months, you just want a clean, fresh smell. And the plus about this is it's so soft. I often wear this to bed. I put a spritz on, I'll get into the bed. I wear this when I go to the gym. I layer it with other fragrances as well, just to give an added boost. So this can be worn alone or as a layered fragrance. And you do have to get close to smell this. So the projection is very low, but I smell it. I love it. I feel clean. If it's really hot out and I still want to wear fragrance, I think it kind of mixes with your body chemistry and kind of does project a little bit more during the summer when you're sweating a little bit, but Missing Person. Love it, love it, love it. So those are my top 3 summer fragrances plus one bonus fragrance that I just wanted to add in there that I have been loving so far this summer, well, spring, summer. And they are, of course, my Tommy Bahama St. Kitts, Violette by Fragonard, Siesta Keys by Malul, and my bonus fragrance is the Missing Person by Phlur. Now I want to hear from you. What fragrances are you wearing this summer? Do you prefer tropical scents, floral scents, or something completely different? I would love to know. Please let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.